Hey everybody, welcome on into the Delmarva Sports Insider. I'm Sports Director Brandon Bossert. We've got plenty to talk about tonight. We are going to focus on Bayside lacrosse tonight. The playoffs have arrived. It's officially playoff time here on the shore. First round action for our Bayside schools. First, let's start off in the 2A tonight. Two Bayside North rivals, top-seeded Easton hosting fourth-seeded North Carolina. Winner moving on to the regional finals now, so let's see what happened tonight out there. The Warriors trying to recapture last year's magic. Last season, they made a deep playoff run, finishing the season 15-2. This year, they're 8-2. They start their playoff run with a 15-2 blowout over the Bulldogs. Both the offense and defense were firing on all cylinders. After the game, Coach Dennis Keenan said it's do or die time for the Warriors, and they played like it today.
Win or go home, so these guys have been together for a long time. They want to keep going, so they've been working hard. They're focused on whoever we play Monday.
I'm super proud about my team. I think we're more than a team. We're like a family, and we got each other's backs all the time, and we're ready for our next game.
So Easton, a very well-coached team. They're always in it year after year, getting to the semifinals last couple of years. So win or go home time. They're used to this, and we expect to see them in a couple of days coming up on Monday. Now, let's move on to some highlights from earlier this afternoon. A big day in Salisbury as Parkside and Bennett meeting in both boys and girls lacrosse earlier today. We've got a city matchup for you. Let's see those highlights now between Parkside and Bennett. This was a fantastic matchup between two city rivals. All alone on the crease there, it's Parker Hall. Too easy for the Rams sophomore. Parkside getting off to a fast start. Bennett needs to regroup. Nate Pusey across field finding Brady Mueller. That was a fantastic find. Mueller wound and fired. He had 3 tallies on the day. Bennett came out firing in the second half. They dropped 4 on the Rams to make this a contest, but too little too late as Parkside ends up taking the regional semifinal matchup, and they will play Decatur coming up next week. Now to 2 more final scores from earlier tonight. The Kent Island Bucks, 9-7 winners over Queen Anne, so the champs remain alive in the 2A playoffs. They're led by Micah Quinn, who just scored 8 goals in the Bayside title game this week. They face Easton in the next round, and Kent County all over Cambridge South Dorchester tonight. So now let's take a look ahead to those regional final matchups. We have Decatur, the Bayside South champions, hosting Parkside, and Kent Island, the Bayside champions, will have to go on the road to play Easton. These two have developed quite the rivalry in the Bayside North. Both have been 2A state championship winners or championship contenders the last couple of years. And this is the year, or is this the year, the Warriors finally vanquished the Bucks? Well, we'll find out. Kent Island won this matchup in the regular season, basically clinching them the North title in the process. And Kent County will host Southern up in Waldorf. Now, these are regional final games, and they will be played on Monday. Spots in states will be on the line. And you can stay updated while we're at these games in real time. Make sure you follow WMDT Sports on Facebook and X right now. Now, let's go to the girls' side as North Carolina playing host to Easton. The Lady Bulldogs showing their bite tonight. Could the Warriors respond? Well, let's check it out. Both squads were in attack mode from the opening face-off, keeping the pressure on the goalies to get stops for a long time during this one, and they did. Easton's goalie was facing an onslaught, but she held firm like a brick wall out there. On the other end, there's a scrum in front of the crease. Bulldogs come up with it there. For those with keen eyes, you saw that scoreboard there. By the third quarter, the Bulldogs had blown this one wide open, up 9-2. They'd keep it going in the second half. It's Kaylee Trivett scoring on that one to make it 10-3. On the other end, Abby Knox with the highlight play. Puts her in the spin cycle and scores there, but Easton has a long way to go. The Bulldogs wouldn't let the Warriors trim that lead. Look at this passing. Wonderful teamwork there. Another score. This time it's Ashley Kershaval with the point as Easton fought hard to keep their season alive. Abby Knox once again, this time going through 3 defenders. Watch her take it herself in there against the entire team. Warriors showed a lot of life in the second half. They scored 5 in the final 2 quarters, but wasn't enough as North Carolina wouldn't blow this double-digit lead. They get a couple goals. Few ticks left in the fourth to seal the deal. As the Bulldogs moving on, they drop 16 points on Easton, win it 16-7, and they move on to the next round. We'll see who they face in just a few minutes. And what a game we saw down the road at Parkside. Rams and Clippers in girls lacrosse, as Sydney Block with the juke here. Goes off the keeper's stick and in. Parkside taking control in the third period. Jazz Armstrong was standing strong in net for Bennett, giving the Clippers a chance to come back in this one. Blocks that shot. This would go to overtime, and Molly Boyd would be the hero as she scores the game-winning goal and a hat trick in overtime, as Boyd finished with 3 goals and 2 assists. They came charging back from a 2-goal deficit in the fourth quarter to win this one. So great job by the Bennett Clippers today. Bennett will march on to the regional final. And now let's take a look at a couple more scores from tonight. These are MPSSAA regional semifinal games from earlier today. Queen Anne's 15-3 over Kent Island. So Bayside champions are moving on with an emphatic victory. Southern all over Kent County. Kent County season coming to a close, but look at this upset in 1A. Cambridge South Dorchester. Vikings go on the road and picking up the playoff victory 12-10. So hats off to CSD. So we've got the regional final matchups for you now. We have Bennett going on the road to face the Bayside South champion Decatur. Seahawks just won this matchup convincingly 2 weeks ago. North Carolina will face the Lions up in Centerville. Queen Anne's winning this matchup by 11 last month. And the Vikings will go on the road to play Southern. These games all taking place on Monday. And, of course, we will have all of those final scores for you coming up next week. That'll do it for the A block. We're calling our first timeout. But when we return, we're going out to the Diamond. Central with a big win yesterday. Are they the top team in the Henlopen? That's coming up next on DSI.
Hi, my name is Erin Scannell from Salisbury Women's Lacrosse, and you're watching Delmarva Sports Insider.